Go up. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back. We're so happy that Facebook is back up. We're also streaming this live on YouTube, and we had to reschedule because of this. So I'm so happy to be here today and to be here with Rachel Cooley. She's an angel certification trainer, an angel therapy practitioner, and a mentor who helps women reconnect with their divine guidance and angelic support so that they can thrive on a whole new level in life. For the last 22 years, Rachel has been supporting women who desire divine blessings in their lives, as well as emerging healers, intuitives, and light workers ready to thrive in their purpose-driven business, which I absolutely love. And today we are going to be connecting with the Archangels, and Rachel's going to educate us a little bit about who they are, what they do, how they work with us, how they support us. And then I have some people backstage that will be coming on for live readings. I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. So if you're with us live, say hello. Let us know where you are watching from. And if you have questions, you can pop them in the chat. And if we have some time, she can answer them. And then if you're watching a replay, let us know that you're catching the replay. We'll monitor the comments and help you the best that we can. My name is Jennifer Hart. I guess I should also introduce myself, right?
Yes. We want to hear who you are. Amazing, Jennifer.
Thank you. I usually do that first, but I was just so excited today that we're actually getting to do this. Oh, and I want to mention that this is exactly 1 year since I had you on my platform. When I went to go make the flyer, I pulled up your old flyer and the date was October 6th. So it's almost like it was divine guidance that we weren't supposed to have our live yesterday as originally scheduled, and that it was actually supposed to happen 1 year from today. And look how much has changed in the world and us, everything. It's amazing.
That is so amazing. Oh my God.
I know. And there's a reason, right? There's always a reason.
Yes, there's no accidents.
Oh, sorry.
I said there's no accidents. Everything falls into place perfectly.
100%. I'm all about the signs and the synchronicities. So if you don't know who I am Jennifer Hart. I'm a connector. This is what I have found out that my gift is to be. I am just connecting people and information for the people who are seeking change and growth in their life. They want to up level. They want to improve something. They want to know more about themselves. And I connect them to the information, resources, and people that offer these services. And I believe that we all have these soul gifts, and it's just connecting all of our soul gifts together to raise the vibe and the consciousness of the collective overall, right?
Yes.
So that's why we're here today with Rachel, because working with the Archangels has been amazing. I actually personally had a clearing and a cleansing on Monday, and it was phenomenal. So we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But first, Rachel, do you want to add anything to what I explained about you, or tell us a little bit about what you do first, and then we'll get into the Archangel talk?
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having me on your platform. I am thrilled to be here on Jennifer Hart Connected and to be here with all of you today. So what else would I add to that? So I would add that essentially I went on my unique angel path because it's a fairly unique path, right? Not everyone travels this path. It basically talk about serendipity and signs. Basically, my whole path has been serendipity and signs leading me in this direction. Like when I originally started my path of going on the spiritual path, which I was introduced by my mom to, she introduced me to spirituality in my 20s, and it really was life-changing for me. And she just helped me to see the world in a different way and see life in a different way, and help to have some more resolution to stresses and things that I've had happen in my life and relationships that shifted. And I was able to get new perspectives. And along my path, Jennifer, I started being gifted angel books by friends of mine. And I know that was no accident. I was getting these angel books, and I got a little deck of angel cards when I graduated from college. And these were all signs along the way. And it was in 1999 that I really went on my path of the angels. And now I'm in my 23rd year of working with them. And really the essential, when you get down to it, there's kind of different levels of what I do with the angels. But the number one thing is I love to bring the messages, the blessings, and the healing of the angels to my clients and to my students in my angel certification program as well, to bring their blessings, their messages, their reassurance, especially during these intense times that we need angelic help more than ever. And they're extra strongly present and available to help us in our lives. And I want to share more about that as well.
Oh my gosh, that gave me chills. And that's so awesome. And thank you for bringing up like the signs and the synchronicities and the serendipities that happened along the way, because that is one thing that I'm very passionate about. It's all connected. We're all connected, and we're constantly getting these messages from the universe. So I always like to like bring it back to whoever's watching right now. Like, how is the universe talking to you? How has the universe been talking to you?
Yes.
What have you been getting recommended? Like, sometimes that is a sign, like you said, I was getting these angel books. And for me, I look back to my childhood, and it was pre-internet, right? So weird to say that, but I look back to my childhood.
I was pre-internet too.
Right. And I was so into astrology and like psychics, and like I was very interested in witchcraft, not in a bad way. I was just like, whoa, like magic, like anything can happen. And I'm like, where did this come from? And it didn't come from the movies. Like, I felt like it was my spirituality talking to me from a young age.
Yes.
And I was open to hearing it, and I was interested, but now I'm way more in tune and connected and informed because I've listened and followed those signs. So I just want to like put it out to anybody that's watching, like, how is the universe talking to you? And how it was talking to you is amazing. And it was something that started with your mom, and then it just like opened up from there, and you listened, and now you are connected to them. So tell us more about who are the angels? For people who don't know, I didn't really know who the archangels were until a couple years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, I'd love to share about who the angels are, who the archangels are, and I want to also talk about guardian angels as well.
Yes, please.
Yes. So number one, where I come from with the angels and where I know that they come from, and that is from a place of all inclusivity. You do not have to follow a particular religion or spiritual path in order to work with your angels. They are here to help everyone, no matter what. They are the messengers of God. The name angels comes from the Greek word angelos, which means messenger of God. They are the messengers of God. They're here to help us in our lives with anything and everything, from small things like getting a parking place on a busy shopping mall parking lot, all the way to finding a job, finding a soulmate, helping you through a health crisis, helping us to bring peace in relationships when there's been conflict. They can help us in so many incredible ways, including with technology and life purpose. There's this huge range of what they can help us with. They are unconditionally loving. They are egoless. They do not judge us. They are not thinking, oh, she's asking me for help too much. They are unlimited. They can help us with anything and everything. And we never need to be concerned about asking for help too often, because there's no time and space for them. So now let's talk about the archangels. The archangels are even more powerful than the angels, and their name, archangel, means chief messenger of God. So you can look at it in a hierarchy in a sense of the archangels are like the managers, quote unquote, of the angels, of the guardian angels. They are incredible. Some of the most famous archangels are such as Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is very well known. He's also known as Saint Michael in the Catholic Church, yet at the same time, as I shared, they're non-denominational. They can help all of us. Michael is an incredible archangel to call upon for protection, for releasing fear, stress, and worries. And he also is incredible at clearing energy as well. So that's like a little sense of like that most famous archangel. And we'll be talking more about the archangels today because we'll be doing archangel readings. But does that make sense, the difference between the angels and the archangels? Like, just the archangels are even more powerful, and they have specialties as well.
Okay. And then is there like, this is a logistical head question.
That's okay.
Is there like a number of angels and a number of archangels?
That's a really great question. There are 15 primary archangels, but there's way more archangels than that.
Okay.
Like the majority of our angel books refer to these 15 particular archangels, which include Michael, Raphael, Archangel of Healing, Gabriel, Uriel, and a number of others. But really, I don't know the exact number of how many archangels there are, because they are ultimately unlimited, because the angels are created, Jennifer, from the loving thoughts of God, and the archangels as well. So there's limitless. There's so many.
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely. And there's reference. Have you heard reference to a legion of angels? A legion of angels. I know a legion is at least 6,000.
Wow.
So we can get, that is a number that I do know about, like how exponential and all encompassing they are.
Yes.
So there's one more area I wanted to share about with the distinctions of the angels, and that is our guardian angels. So our guardian angels are assigned to us personally. And we all have 2 or more guardian angels that are with us our entire lives. So whether or not you have been aware that you have angels by your side, you do. You do. And they are assigned to you. They help you in your life with anything and everything. And ultimately, when it comes down to Jennifer, the number one key to working with your angels, your own guardian angels, the angels in general, and the archangels, is to literally give them permission to help you. Because we have free will. So we are at choice in our lives to ask for help, right? And that's essential to, and it's beautiful to know that we have choice and that we have free will.
I feel like they do still help, even if people have been unaware of them. Because I look back at times in my life and I'm like, that's interesting. I made these choices. And now that I'm more aware and informed, and I actually use and call on and connect with my guides, my angels, and God and himself and the archangels, it's like, it's a different perspective. And I become even more powerful because I am connected directly to the source, right?
Yes.
And I've really, for me personally, have been stepping into looking at everything that I'm doing. For a conversation with someone, and I ask for guidance on that conversation. I did a speech in my Toastmasters the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this out, and I'm gonna wait till the last minute, and I'm going to ask guidance for help. And I did. And like within like 20 minutes, I put this super awesome speech together and I presented it. And it touched, moved, and inspired people so much. And it's because I tapped in and I said, please guide me and help me.
Yes.
And then they did. And I listened and I followed. And then the ripple effect was phenomenal. I'm going to post that video up here soon, but I want to give that example that it's something so small as that, you know.
Yes.
If I make a phone call, if I go into a conversation, if I go anywhere, they're always with us. And
yes.
I want to ask too, with the guardian angels, can it be people that you know that like are in your soul family and your soul, like, you know, contract tribes?
That's a really great question. And there is a distinction between guardian angels and like soul guides.
Okay. Right?
Oh,
okay.
So there's a distinction. So like a loved one that has passed away can act like an angel for us, like such as a grandparent or a great grandparent. They are technically not an angel because they've been in human form, but they can act as an angel. So that's the distinction. The angels have not actually been incarnated in human form.
Okay. Got it.
So that's a distinction. But like, again, they can be a loved one in heaven that is looking out for you. But there is that distinction because on some level, even though they're on the other side, they're in heaven, there's a little bit of ego. There's somewhat of an ego there. So that's the distinction. But they do, a lot of them are so benevolent and loving and are really with us and watching over us. Like I feel my friend Sarah with me a lot.
I love that. Thank you for clarifying all of the different types of angels and how they work. And then so my next question would be, how do we connect? Like I was talking about how I do it personally, but from your expert opinion, like how would you tell somebody that they can connect with the angels?
Yes. There's a few different things you can do. Well, number one, as I shared a little bit ago, it's essential that we give them that permission. Although know that there is an exception to that. And that is if we are in a life-threatening situation before it's our time, they will intervene. They will intervene. And I have an amazing story about that, where they did intervene and they guided me what to do when I was sliding on black ice many years ago in 1998. I'll just briefly tell that story. We'll get back.
Please do. I got chills when you said that. So I love the story.
So it was incredible. I was driving with my mom in 1998. We had just visited my brother in Ashland, Oregon. We had just gotten into California. So there were pretty mountainous passes and windy roads. And all of a sudden, the road conditions changed. This was in late November. And all of a sudden, the road turned to black ice. And I lost control of the car. And in my sheer panic, I braked. Now, I know you're not supposed to brake, but I made it through. I was panicked And what happened was a miracle, Jennifer. I had this calm feeling come over my body. And in my left ear, I heard a female angel, a female voice. And she said, get your foot off the brake. And I briefly thought in my mind here, it was like time was totally slowed down. I thought, what? Get your foot off the brake. Calm feeling again, get your foot off the brake. I took my foot off the brake and it was a miracle because we were like 2 lanes over from the right. And without hitting any cars, I think she helped me steer because it was a miracle. Next thing I knew, I'm like going over to the side of the road, didn't hit another car. It was Highway 5. There was a lot of cars. And we went to the right side of the road into a little snowbank and we were perfectly safe. And it was right next to a truck stop where I could call for AAA.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It was miraculous. So that is my dramatic story of if it's not your time, they will intervene. And there's many people that have had amazing life-saving experiences happen, whether it's in a car or in another experience that is amazing.
Yeah. I can think of tons of friends' experiences that's happened too, that they just like, it was like they just knew, what to do. So that's amazing.
Incredible. So when we are using our free will to ask the angels to help us, we can either ask our request and we can say it out loud, we can think it in our mind, or we could write it out. So I like to do the little mantra of say it, think it, write it. Say it out loud, think it in your mind, write it out. You can also affirm it. I love to bring in affirmations in my requests for help from the angels, and I teach my students and my clients this as well. Like instead of like can you be with me? Thank you, angels, for being with me now. Like positive, affirmative. It's an invocation and it's an affirmation all at once.
I love that. Yes. My friend taught me that a while back, and he was like, always speak with gratitude. Like, thank you for the abundance, even though, it hasn't happened yet. And I think that's really important. That's part of like manifesting and also working together and like the whole connection of everything, right?
Yes, completely. And the angels are incredible at helping us to manifest.
They
are. Amazing. Yeah, they helped me to manifest so many things in my life.
I bet.
Including my husband, including my son and our fertility journey. We had a long fertility journey and they guided me through the whole thing. I should say my husband and I, and gave me reassurance when I was doubting it was really going to happen.
Yeah.
And it finally happened.
I love that.
It was just about a 4-year journey. And I had a lot of signs along the way that it was all going to work out. Yeah. Incredible. And now I have an amazing 15-year-old son named Michael. No accident. His name is Michael.
Right. I love that. Michael. And I feel like Michael is probably the most well-known angel, like you said, because he was the very first one that I heard about. And it wasn't until I took one of your courses that I learned about all of these other archangels. And then, now my personal favorite is Metatron. Like,
yes, Metatron is an awesome, powerful archangel. He's incredible.
Yes.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk too, because we just did a clearing and a healing for me on Monday. So you and I met. Actually, okay, let me back up. So I had a couple of other friends on that are super intuitives, and they were on a few weeks ago, Liz and Christina. And afterwards, she's like, I got some messages for you. And she's like, do you know someone who works with the angels? And I'm like, I do, actually. And I'm like, is it Rachel? And she's like, yeah, it is. And she's like, you need to meet with her. And I was like, okay. And then she said, like, your energy is just phenomenal. And you're very like, she was like, she's like, just like a muse and like folklore. And I was like, totally, and she'd never met you. And so I messaged Rachel because she had been messaging me like, we need to connect. And I was kind of like, I'm on pause right now. And so I was like, let's connect. Like something's going on here. And then we meet and we start talking and we're just catching up. And I'm like, well, come back on. Like, you should definitely come back on. And here we are a year later. Like, how sick is that? And then it ended up leading to a clearing and a little bit of guidance for me just in helping to finish out my book and to get everything. Cause I have my upcoming book. It's on pre-order now to be out in November. And so I was like, well, this is great. So we did like a vacuuming and, Rachel led and called in all the angels and then brought me specific messages. And when we did the vacuuming, I could literally feel, this is how powerful energy is, even over Zoom. Just want to make sure that people know that I could literally feel my body tingling. And like when I close my eyes sometimes and I'm meditating, my eyes are like going crazy from the energy, right? It
Yes.
doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. And it was like I could just feel it all throughout. And then the messages that came through. And what's crazy is one of the things you said is that doing audio for my book, speaking
Yes.
all of the rest of it
Voice
out,
to text.
would
Yes.
be super helpful. And I've gotten those messages before. And so it's like all like it just is all this validation and confirmation. And then I just felt like a lot more clean and clear and a lot more light and faith and then like trust that, everything's always working out for me. And it's just
Yes.
like we need those resets, right? Because we are here having a human experience and we have all these doubts and fears and thoughts that come up, but really we are limitless human beings. We are the ones who are constantly limiting ourselves. So we have to use the resources that we have and they're here for a reason, right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
and then it goes into like the gifts, like this is your gift. Like I don't work with the archangels to help others work with them. My gift is to connect the people who want or need to work with them to work with you and bring it
Yes.
all together and for you to be their guide. And so I just love how beautiful and connected it all is.
Yes. So beautiful and so connected. I love it too.
Yeah. So let's talk about a couple of the different ways, like in case anyone's watching and they feel called to, they want to work with you, like what kind of things do you have going on in your business of how you can assist people that are looking for working with you and or the archangels?
Yes. So I do a combination of things. One is I do one-on-one sessions. I do one-on-one sessions, whether it's just like a one time, like that's what you need support with, or
Yeah.
I do packages as well. So some of my clients I work with on an ongoing basis.
Which would make a lot of sense because
Yes.
like I know, and I work with a lot of different healers and intuitives and light workers, is that I always have to be doing something. It's like education, it's like personal development, and
Yes.
healing is also equally as important to be clearing and
Yes.
recommitting and resetting. And so, and
Yes.
the guidance, like the biggest thing I could say with
Yes.
the
The
guidance
guidance.
is when I started out on my spiritual journey, I could not hear my guidance because I was so conditioned and clouded. And so I went to a lot of intuitives that could help me connect and hear what I needed to hear
Yes.
and then execute. And as I've shed things, I now can connect better with myself, but I still go to people and tap into their gifts and then help and, like share my gifts as well with them.
Yes, so that's one of the things I help my clients to develop their intuition more. And I also do that in depth in my angel certification program as well, in my ongoing 9-month program that I have.
And then can you just talk a little bit about what an angel certification program is? Because I always like to go back to who was I when I first started my journey. I was familiar with these things and I was intrigued, but I was like, I don't know what this stuff is.
Yes.
So if
What
you
is
can
it?
explain it just a little bit more for
Yes.
someone who may not be familiar with it, that would be
Yeah.
great.
That would be great. So what it is I have a certification program with the angels. So it's a combination for you personally and professionally to become an angel mentor, to become someone who supports others with the angels. So number one, it's a deep dive with the angels for you to learn all about, even more in depth than what I've described today, about who they are, how they can help you, to help you to become even more confident in calling upon their support and help on a regular basis. And also working with them, I guide you along the way to tap into how are you getting your messages? Are you more feeling oriented, vision, hearing, knowing? And I help you, meaning we and myself and the angels help you to foster your gifts even more. I teach my students how to do angel readings for themselves, for others, including with cards and with their intuition, as I also teach them how to do angel healings as well.
I love it.
Yes, do guided angel healings and prayers with the archangels and with the angels. So it's very empowering and powerful.
It is, and I've taken one of her classes and she's phenomenal. And what I also I have another question. How would someone know that like this program is something that they should do, or that they are called or want to work with the angels. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe you can take it whether you're called or not, and then sort of
Exactly.
like that path. Like, can you speak to that at all?
I can speak to that. I mean, really, there's two different ways you can approach this course. One is you can take it because you want to be able to do this for others. You're feeling the call.
Yes.
It could also be you're more feeling the call for, I wanted to learn how to do this personally. I'm not so sure I want to do angel readings professionally, but I want to go into this immersive program for all these months to be immersed in working with the angels. And this particular program that I have now is for women. And then we come together and we develop a sisterhood along the way. So a wonderful spiritual community of like-minded women on the path with the angels. It's really powerful.
It is very powerful, and it is good to have those tools in your tool belt, whether you decide that you want to use them for yourself, or you do want to possibly have it as a skill set to help other people, whether you choose to do that as a business or maybe just for your friends and family. So
Exactly.
I love that distinguishment. And then you do, with the one-on-one readings, you do work with women and men, right?
Yes, okay. I do. Absolutely. I work with women and men in my one-on-one work. And through my Facebook page, my Divine Guidance with Rachel Cooley page is for men and women as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then my other question is, if a man wanted to work with the angels and learn more, do you have a referral of like a program that he could join, since your certification program is a sisterhood?
Yeah, I do have referrals for certification programs for men as well. And then in the future, I'll probably include men, but for now I'm focusing on women. Yeah. But I do have referrals also.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just like to be, inclusive and
I want
sure we have options also for everybody.
Yes. And also my brother, Mark Mesidorian, he works in depth with the angels as well. And he's a great resource because he works with men and women.
Yeah.
And a lot of his work as well. And of course I do as well. Just, Mark. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to connect with him and see if he'll come on, so we can have a man that's in the angel world. And
that would be so cool. He would love it. He would love it. Absolutely. Yeah. And I wanted to also add, I also have an Angel Sisterhood on Facebook. It's a group of like-minded women. We have over 400 women in there, and that is an uplifting community as well with the angels, and that's a free group. And then, of course, my Divine Guidance page for men and women.
Yes. And you are on YouTube. I found that out.
And I'm on YouTube. That's for everyone also.
And you do the weekly YouTube reading of the angel readings. You sent me that, and I was like, oh, did you pull these cards just for me? Like, it was crazy when you sent it to me. And I was like, And
I know.
There's just so many ways to connect with you. I did put your Facebook business page, the Sisterhood Facebook group, and if anyone's interested in finding out if you are an equally good fit to work together one-on-one, that they can book a discovery call with you.
Yeah, it's called Angelic Guidance Breakthrough Session. Yes.
And that is those are all in the captions of the original post. So people can find them there. And if you can't find them for any reason, just tag me or tag Rachel.
We can pop them in the comments too as well later. So that's in this thread under the video. That would be great.
Yes. Perfect. And then we'll get you connected. Is there anything I've missed? I think that we got it all, and it's now time for our reading.
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing before we go into readings, and that is that we are not alone. We have the angels by our sides, and there's no accident that you're here live or on the replay today. So I encourage you, everyone, to take the time to call upon the angels to help you, even if you just try it out.
Yeah, can we give some homework? Like, let's do a test. I love that. Like,
a test?
Yeah, let's give a test. Like, for people that maybe this is their first time watching and they're kind of like, I don't know about this. Like, let's do something fun. What could they do that we could like say, okay, everybody go and ask for this and then come back and report?
So I would recommend, and then we can do a follow-up live maybe to get the results or something. That would be fun. But what I recommend is asking the angels to be with you. It could even be you're feeling stressed out and you want to feel some stress relief. Invite them, your guardian angels, to surround you with their light, and their light is white. And I invite you to breathe in and exhale out. Breathe in their light and exhale out stress. And to do that for at least 4 good breaths. Like, thank you, angels, for clearing my energy. Thank you, angels, for relieving me of the stressful, worried energy I'm feeling. Because a lot of us have been fearful, worried during these times of uncertainty. We're in times of uncertainty.
Yeah.
So they are incredible at helping us. So invite them to clear your energy. You could also ask them to show you signs in your life and be unattached to how they bring them forward, that they really are with you. One of the ways that the angels bring us signs that they really are with us is through finding feathers.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be feathers, but it could be feathers. It could be something else. It could be that someone talks about an angel or the angels, and you didn't expect them to say that, and you would just ask for confirmation that they're really with me.
Yes. Yeah. And okay, so I'm laughing right now because I'm like, the title of this was "What are the messages that the archangels are trying to talk to you?" And then I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't even talk about that. So now you've brought it up, let's touch on that real quick.
Yes.
Sorry, I know the people backstage are super eager for their readings.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's all we're totally great on time. We're great on time because there's a lot we can do in a short amount of time, and we have another half hour, so we're good.
Alrighty. All right. So tell us, what are the messages? Like, how do people know when the angels are talking to them, and then how do they decipher what that means?
Yeah. So to get messages from the archangels in particular? Well, really, it's all really very similar. So how do you know you're getting a sign? Is that what you're asking? Well, there's a couple of different ways. It could be that you get a message in a dream. It could be you have a prophetic dream and you get a message in a dream. It could be that you are in meditation and you're asking your angels to be with you, the archangels, like such as Archangel Michael, and you get a message in that meditation. It could be a vision. It could be you hear a word or a sentence or more. It could be the feeling that comes over you of reassurance that they really are with you.
Yeah.
There's basically through those 4 ways: seeing, hearing, feeling, and knowing, through that meditation, through that experience. And also, really, it's pretty cool how they bring us signs, the angels and the archangels. Again, it could be finding feathers. It could be you ask for Archangel Michael to help you, and then you hear about him later that day, or you go somewhere and you see an Archangel Michael statue, and it's not an accident. So cool. They work a lot. Yeah, isn't that cool? They work a lot with signs and synchronicity as well. And I want to note also, one of the ways to know you're getting a message from your angels and the archangels is that it is repetitious. Divine guidance is repetitious. It's repetitive. When there's a message they really want to get to you, whether it's from your guardian angels, from the angels, from your archangels, they will repeat the message and make it very clear.
And does it get louder? Because I feel like sometimes things get louder in my world and I'm like, okay, I hear it.
Yes, because they're really wanting you to go in that direction. Yeah, it can get louder. I mean, when I heard that my angel guide me what to do in that dramatic situation, that was like a life and death situation.
Yeah.
Incredible. And she guided me what to do. Yeah. She told me so clearly what to do. It was incredible.
I love that. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's like also the asking, when you ask for things and you ask for the guidance, it also makes it easier to hear and to see. And the more you do it, for myself, speaking from my own personal experience, the more that you do it, the more that it becomes clear. Like I'll be walking. Yes. Ooh, I got a good one. The other day, spirit animals came in and I was walking. And I was walking pretty fast and this ladybug just landed on my arm. And luckily I felt it. And I was like, oh, my reaction was like, what is that? And I was going to hit it. And I looked and I was like, oh my God, it's a ladybug. I have no idea how it could have, captured me because I was captured you. And then the next day I was walking and a cricket jumps across my path. Never see them. And then I was laughing because I continue on my walk in my neighborhood. And I feel something on me again. And I'm like, what is that? And it was a fly. And I was so annoyed. And usually flies don't follow you as you're walking. It followed me for at least a block probably. And it kept going on me, even though I kept like putting it off.
Maybe it was attracted to your essential oils. Maybe.
And I was so annoyed. And I was like, ugh, well, that can't be like a good sign. Like, do I smell like crap or what? And then I Googled it though. And I was like, flies as a spirit animal. And it had like this amazing meaning that totally like meant like it really made sense to what I was going through in the moment, what I was asking for, what I was looking for. And so
that is incredible.
Yeah, there's just so many ways. That's so cool.
There are so many ways. I just want to note before we bring in for the readings that there is a great reference book for getting messages from animals, from birds and reptiles, insects, and it's called Animals Speak.
Animals speak. Okay.
Animals Speak. There's a little reference book, and there's also a thicker, longer book, more detailed. But you can learn the spiritual meaning around these animals, these birds, these insects that bring us signs. Like there's no accident even with a fly.
Yeah.
You know?
Is Kevin holding up the book in the background?
Woo, he has Speak. Cool.
So let's bring him on. This is the
Let's
sign.
bring him on. Come on over, Kevin.
All right.
There he is.
Kevin, can you hold that book up again? Like, how crazy is the synchronicity that this gets brought up and is literally in your
within reach.
Yeah.
That's great. So
this
you
is
know
like
it
the
well.
connectedness of things. Like, I can't even. I love it.
Yeah.
Kevin's here with us today, and he does. So I always like to say like how I know people.
Yeah, let's hear how you know Kevin.
Human design and astrology, and we were in a group together, and then we ended up chatting, and he and I started messaging, and so he helps me out like with some human design stuff here and there.
Nice.
And he's phenomenal. And then when I said that I had angel readings open, he said, I got a yes, like it is, I need to be there. And so I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So he is here today to have his angel reading, and Rachel, I'll let you take it over from here. Maybe you can do like a commentary about what you're doing and how you're doing it. First, because I don't know that he's ever had a reading, but for anybody watching that's never had like an angel reading, like you kind of are explaining as you go, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally good. Yeah. So I'll start out with this. I always start out with, and then I'll check in with you, Kevin. I always start out when I do a reading, what's happening for you? What's happening in your world that you're, of course, in this public forum that you're comfortable talking about. And let me know, because I kind of want to get an idea of how we can support you best, myself and the angels and the Archangels.
Yeah, definitely. This last year actually has been a huge one for me to learn how to better focus my energy and realize where I'm tied down and where I've committed myself that is or isn't serving me. And the moment I helped, with my own awareness and through my guides as well, I've just been able to get a better feel for what resonates with me and where I feel like I needed or I need to be.
Yes.
Not just for myself, but for others as well. And it's such a beautiful thing that when I was able to kind of pull those plugs here and there and regather myself, it empowered me so much to be able to pursue different interests or connect with groups of people. For instance, the Human Design and Astrology group.
That's awesome.
It was a wonderful experience for me for the last 6 months or so. And it was a great opportunity to meet a lot of people and not only help share my experience and perspective with Human Design and Astrology, but also learn as well. I always tell every one of my clients as well, and every one of my acquaintances and friends, this isn't a one-way interaction. This is what it's meant to be. It's supposed to be a cycle of life and a cycle of progression, and for us to continually know where we can let go, where we can embrace, and take moments to stop and assess and smell the flowers.
Yes.
And, this last particular week or two has been a little rough for me, and that's maybe one of the main reasons why I immediately, my authority was like, yes, please let me participate, because it knew, my higher self knew, my guides knew, my angels knew. So yeah, Kevin, just to give a moment for yourself and see what the message is, see what has to be said from the universe and from the angels. Yes.
So and so in particular, just so things have gotten more intense, it sounds like in the last couple of weeks for you. I'm so what happened was once I hear about what's happening, we're going to do a brief invocation. And they're already here, but I just feel like doing that, and then immediately I know Archangel Michael has messages for you, like right away.
Okay.
So let's just take in a breath, exhaling out, and we're going to just do a prayer. Thank you so much, dear God, your angels, your archangels, for being so strongly present with Kevin and myself and everyone right here, right now, and Jennifer as well. But we're focusing in on Kevin. Thank you for bringing forward your blessings, your messages, your guidance to guide Kevin during this intense time. Thank you for bringing forward your messages, your reassurance through me for him, and also for ahas, knowings to come forward through Kevin and any other means in which you are communicating with him. We call upon this clarity and this light for the highest good of Kevin, and ultimately in this beautiful forum for the highest good of all of us listening right now. And we are so grateful. So it is. So it is. Amen. So I'm immediately feeling Archangel Michael strongly present with you, Kevin. And I'm just feeling this amazing energy of reassurance that he's really, really with you. Like, it's not just like a nice idea. Like, I'm feeling the emotion of it. Like, he's really with you. He was reassuring you that he's guiding you. He's also talking about you walking through open doors. He's saying, walk through open doors. And if some doors are closed right now, just know it's okay. There's a reason why. Trust, all is well. He's going to help you through it. But he's saying, focus on what's open for you, what's available for you right now. And put your emphasis, your focus more in on that than feeling any exclusion on any level. Is that resonating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of moments where we spend a lot of time sitting where we are and looking through these open doors and open windows and speculating and daydreaming and planning or just thinking about it and don't actually get up and go through them.
Exactly. I get that. And he is going to help you, Kevin, have the courage and the confidence to walk through those open doors. Because sometimes we need an extra confidence and that reassurance that we're not alone. Because it is true. I have had guidance in my life and I was not ready to take those steps. Like, I was guided so many years ago that I needed to get more visible, get on video, present about the angels. And I was like, I'm not ready.
Yeah. Sometimes we can have our own inbox so full that when others come into our lives to try to help us or guide us or invite us, it's almost like it's adding to our inbox and we immediately go, no, stop. I don't need more in there. But not realizing that that's part of the process and that's part of being able to rely on other people in our lives, whether they're our spouse or our family or our friends or professionals as you're such as yourselves. Yeah, it's been a long lesson for me to be able to rely on others or ask for help or ask for anything really.
Okay.
Always trying to be the provider and the pleaser and the peacekeeper. But sometimes breaking the peace is required too. Gotta stir that dust up a little bit and move and go through those doors like Michael's saying. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And then remember, he can help you to have that courage and confidence to take those steps you're being guided to take. That's a big part of it. And then and I'm getting the reassurance that it's going to be okay on the other side. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. But I totally can relate to that as I've been sharing that energy. But just know, trust that the timing is here, that these doors are open for a reason right now.
Great.
So, and then another thing I'd love to add in also, here's my little brief commentary, and we'll come back to Kevin, is that I love to share about how you can work. Like, if a particular archangel is coming forward for a client, I will share more about, well, how can you work with Michael more? And well, number one is, of course, giving him that permission for him to help you. And his colors are royal blue and purple. So you can imagine and invite him to surround you with his purple light, which is a protective, energetic light. And also with his light, Kevin, and for everyone, his light also acts as a shield, as an energetic shield, so that when he shields you in his light, any energies that are not of the light or of love are sent back with light and sent back with love. So it's a very positive energy and vibration, and it's very powerful. So that can be helpful. And just talking to him on a regular basis, like a best buddy, Yeah. And he's adding in, lean on me, lean on your angels, lean on God for support. We are here with you every step of the way.
Amazing.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're feeling good? Yeah. Thank you, Michael, for enveloping us all right now. Just take a minute, and then we'll segue over to Taylor. But just take in a breath, everyone, and exhale out. Kevin, exhale out as we invite Archangel Michael to unfold and envelop Kevin, envelop all of us right now in his royal blue and purple lights of protection, Breathing in and out his light, his love. And let's just do 3 clearing breaths. Breathing in Michael's light. Exhaling out heaviness that we might have absorbed in any of these experiences or relationships in our lives that are not ours. Breathing in again his energy and essence. Exhaling out a particular situation or situations that we're concerned about. Let's do one more breath in of Michael's reassuring light, love, and presence. And exhaling out at the top of mind any worry, fear, or concern that's on your mind. Exhale that out to Michael and trust that he will bring forward divine resolution and perfect divine timing and guidance. And again, walking through those open doors with him by your side. So it is.
So it is. Thank
Awesome,
you.
Kevin.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Kevin,
so welcome. It's an honor.
backstage. You're welcome to stay with us and hang out, or you can hop off if you want.
No, I'll continue listening.
Okay,
cool.
awesome.
All right, next we have Taylor. And then Rachel, I saw we had some time, so I added one last minute person after we get to Taylor.
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay. Okay.
That's great.
Taylor. Hi. We get to connect. Okay, so Taylor is also another like Facebook group connection, and we've been chatting in the messenger, but we haven't actually connected. So this is our first time as well. So thank you for being here, Taylor. I'm so excited. And I'm glad that you made it. I know you've had a crazy day. So I think like no coincidences, right? This might be exactly what you need in this moment.
Yes.
So, all right, Rachel, I'll let you take it over.
Yeah. So Taylor, please share what can I support you with the angels today, with the archangels? Like what's top of mind that's like bothering? And they're saying, what's bothering you?
Well, I'm going through a lot of turmoil at the moment.
Okay.
My children and I left the children's father this year. So
okay.
Pretty much roughing it since February.
Wow.
I really just got evicted from my house yesterday for not having the COVID vaccine.
What? You got evicted from your house for not having it?
Yes. Thankfully, I had a friend down the street, so I was able to just move my stuff down the street, which I had moved 18 hours away from where I was from to start over life here. And I've been spiritually helping people since last year, and I've been writing my own book and everything. I just don't know how to get anywhere with it, because like I have my energy medicine certificate, like I work with craniosacral therapy, I work with Reiki, I work with life coaching. Even though I'm kind of going through my own thing, I think it's kind of like easier to help other people when you know you've been through rough stuff.
I hear you. All right, so there's a lot happening for you, like present tense, like
it's what I call the 8 and 5 for people. So it's my 8 and 5 right now, building and recreating.
Okay, you're building and recreating. Yes. So a couple of things are coming forward. It's interesting. We're having a theme with Archangel Michael today because we just work with Archangel Michael with Kevin. But I'm feeling him and also another Archangel coming forward to support you at this time of transition, right? That big things are happening. So was that your phone? Went off. It's okay. It's all good. So I'm getting that. So Michael is here with reassurance for you that he's going to get you through this time. And also I'm feeling the energy of another archangel coming forward for you, Taylor. And she's a very powerful female archangel. Her name is Ariel, Ariel. And I'm feeling her energy with you and Archangel Michael for you and your children, protecting you, helping you through this time, reassuring you. Yes, everything is going to work out. Thank God you had the friend to move over to. There's no accident that was lined up for you. And I'm getting stay connected to your beliefs. Don't back down on your beliefs. And I'm also getting that they're going to help you to find a new place in perfect timing. So just know that you're in this like segue time where you had to move out of the one place into the here. The better things are coming through this for you.
I know. I actually give myself artwork through intuition and whatnot, and it gives me times and everything of change and where I'm going to go, pretty much. and as well as time. I get to time 9:41 often, which is like a travel time. Say goodbye to your people, and you'll be leaving.
Yep.
So I pretty much follow time, and that's really helped. And I always call on Archangel Michael, so that's helpful. And I've actually never heard of Ariel, so I have to look in my book.
Yeah, look up Ariel in your book, and I can tell you already, her name means Lioness of God.
Yeah.
She is a very powerful, quote unquote, badass female archangel. She's the archangel of courage, of abundance, and of nature. She's incredibly powerful. And she helps us to stand up, be courageous, and stand up for our beliefs. And she's a protectress as well. She's amazing at protecting us. So, and through that as well, with that guidance, with that reassurance from Michael, from Ariel, and they're going to help you get connected to the right people for you to find your right and perfect new home. You're like in a transition time now. They are guiding you.
It was a detour.
It's a little detour you didn't expect, but hey, stay strong, stay connected to your beliefs. Things are here. Everything's falling into place perfectly for you. Trust in this. And I'm going to bring in one more archangel here, and that is Chamuel. Chamuel, Chamuel. He is the archangel who helps us to find what we're looking for. So he can help you, Taylor, in finding your next perfect place to live.
Oh, good. I needed that.
In perfect divine timing. Yes.
I've been manifesting that recently. I was like, I need some courage at the moment and some strength. So Ariel helps a lot. And Chamuel should help because I've also been manifesting a new place.
Perfect.
And we're at a perfect time in the year to be able to do that. So that's very helpful.
Good, good. See, despite the big changes, everything's falling into place for a reason. And I invite us all to take on this affirmation that everything is always working out for me.
All right.
Everything is always working out for me. Everything's always working out for me and my children in your case.
Yes.
And trust in that. So let's just take a moment to breathe in their lights and their energy, especially the protecting archangel. So breathing in Taylor and everyone, the protective lights of Michael. We breathed them in a little bit earlier, but let's just do that again. Breathing in Archangel Michael's light, love, and blessings, and purple light of protection, along with Archangel Ariel and her beautiful pink light, enveloping us all in protection, in courage, in confidence, and being courageous and standing up for our beliefs. And we are grateful. And Chamuel bringing in his beautiful blue light and helping to guide each and every one of us to find what we're looking for. And for you, Taylor, for you and your children to find your right next perfect home. And your right and perfect client to support you, right? For you being of service in the world and bringing in abundance through that.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Taylor. Angel blessings.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing, Taylor. Wow, like so cool that you already are connected with Michael, and now you have 2 more people to call on in your tribe of support. So
yeah, those archangels, yes.
Yes, and thank you for being with us here today. Like, I just want to commend you, like, going through all that stuff. Like, I would probably be like, I can't do it. I'm just going to have to cancel. So thank you so much. And I hope that, you can walk away with a lot of hope and, just knowing in your heart that everything's going to be okay.
Yes, thank you so much for the patience and everything. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's perfect timing. The timing fell into place perfectly.
Yes,
it really did.
Right.
That's all good.
All right, I'm going to put you backstage, and you're welcome to hang out, or if you need to hop off, you can do that as well. And then I'm going to bring up our last-minute surprise guest. Yay! This is my, BFF from... We've known each other since 1996, and we met in 8th grade. And she's one of a sister from a mister.
Yes.
Yes, and she has a lot going on, and she wanted to come on, but I didn't know time-wise if we'd have enough.
Yeah, we have enough time.
I texted her because I saw she was here, and I was like, "We have time. Do you want to come on?" So this worked out. I love how it is, and she's just an angel herself. I love her so much. So I'm so happy.
Yes, I am an angel.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Katrina. So share with me, what would you like support with, please, with the angels, the archangels?
So currently, I have so much going on.
Yes.
I can't even put it all in words.
Wow.
But currently, I am going through a breast cancer treatment with my mom.
Okay.
And we're on the East Coast. But I just finished stage 4 head and neck cancer with my younger brother.
Wow.
So I had taken off time of work for that. We hit the pandemic, and I'm on to the next family member.
Wow.
But just just going through a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm very faithful. I am very spiritual. I do pray every day, every minute of the day. But yes, so I have currently been through a lot. So just learning how to balance it all
Yeah.
with my 3 kids, my husband.
Whoa.
So, but
Your
yeah,
plate is full to start with, and all these health, concerns happening in your family is adding to it. It sounds like quite a bit.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's do it. We're gonna pray in with them for you, and then I'm already getting archangels coming forward to make themselves known to support you. So let's take in a breath and exhale out. Beautiful. As we thank you so much, dear God, your angels and archangels, for being strongly present with Katrina right now, strongly present with all of us. Thank you for bringing forward your messages that you have for Katrina through me today, and the archangels that are here to support her and her family. We are so grateful. So it all is. Amen. Beautiful. So Katrina, I'm immediately feeling Archangel Raphael stepping forward. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of healing. And he helps us with healing, not only physically, but also emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. He is coming forward, number one, to help you to restore your energy so that you can be more available for your husband, for your kids, and for your mom, your brother, your family members who are in these health crises, right? So his color is emerald green. So we invite you, Raphael, to envelop Katrina, to envelop us all in your amazing emerald green healing lights, bringing forward your blessings and reassurance. And then you can imagine when you breathe within Katrina, we can even do it for a few moments right now, similar to what we did earlier with that breath, but imagining Raphael's light surrounding you, breathing in his energy and his light, and just exhaling out to him the heaviness that you're feeling on your heart, on your mind, in your body, of all these energies that you've been taking on. Breathing in the energies, breathing in the lights of Raphael, exhaling out Katrina, the stress you've been holding, right? And breathing in his reassuring energies and light. And
I've been very fond of the color green.
And you're very fond with the color green. That's beautiful.
Lately, I've been really looking at an emerald ring for myself for a 40th birthday. So this is funny. This is, and that's not I'm an opal. So this is interesting.
That is very interesting. And of course, we know there's no accident you've been attracted to the color emerald green.
Yeah.
Raphael is letting himself be known that he's here to help you.
Yeah.
And also, Katrina, I want to know that he can be helping your mom, helping your brother through this time as well, because they bring us healing on all these levels, and also for us physically. And inviting in that emerald green healing light to be beamed into those areas where that cancer is, breathing it, allowing it to come in to bring in healing all the way down to the cells and DNA for your mom, for your brother, for any of us who are calling in healing for anything, whether it's a cut or something very serious, and allowing his light and his love to bring in that emerald green healing light. And then with the breath, as we did earlier as well, like back with Kevin, breathing in the energies and the lights, and with Taylor, and just exhaling out the stress, the worries, the concerns that you've been holding, right? It's very clearing, healing, and cathartic. And that's going to help you through this time as well. And I'm also getting a message that your guardian angels want to be helping you even more also through this time, and to help you to balance out your time and your energies more. So you can consciously be asking them just to be supporting you also.
Okay.
Where they're a magnificent energy, presence, and light. Their color is white. Imagine that beautiful white light of them and their wings surrounding you, comforting you. And then also you can invite, for your family members, their guardian angel, you can even share with them. Your guardian angels can be with you and help you, and Raphael, and invite that in. So powerful.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How
I'm
are
getting a
you?
little touchy.
Yes. You can feel the emotions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Not a bad
Well,
thing.
thank you. No,
That's
it's a
beautiful.
wonderful thing. It's great.
You are so supported. And it's okay to call on the support because I know you and you're just like always taking care of everybody and you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like the analogy on the airplane. We need to put our own oxygen mask on first before we help others. So
Right.
it's not selfish. It's not a waste of time for you to take even a few minutes for yourself like you are right now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
thank
so happy this worked
you so
out.
much.
You're so welcome, Katrina. I'm so glad the divine timing worked out so you can come on.
Me too.
Work. You help a lot of people, so I think it's great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Katrina.
I'm going to put you back down in the waiting room and you can hang out if you want. I got this like light thing going on.
I know you have a beautiful light thing going on. There's no accident. It's okay. It's beautiful.
I keep trying to shut all the blinds and it's still here. So I'm like,
yeah, I was having a lot of light coming through earlier, but it dimmed down. It was
I
like
love it.
the light was shining through the window so bright.
Rachel, thank you so much. I feel like it was super awesome to have all the people come on, and thank you to everybody who came on to have themselves read, because I know
Yes.
that that's also a big thing, like coming on live and being on the video and stuff. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody because that's what makes the show, right? You know, I was thinking about it as people were getting readings, like I always learn so much from watching other people have their transformations, have their readings. I get little pieces for myself, and that's how the universe works for us. Is
Yes.
it like we're all connected, and what works for you might also work for me, maybe just in a little bit different sense, but it's a message coming through at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love
I
it.
love how beautiful that is. So
It is so beautiful. So beautiful. And I'm being guided to ask you, Jennifer, are there any comments or anything in any of the streams that you wanted to check out?
We got some people that said what you were talking about at the beginning is definitely true about the angels being here with us. Katrina commented that this was absolutely beautiful. And then Taylor, when she showed up, she had commented that she was here before she came in, just to let us know.
Nice.
And then we had a beautiful comment from my friend Miranda for Taylor that said she would be praying for her too.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's beautiful. And I will be praying for everybody who's been on today.
Yes.
For all of us.
And we might get some comments later on when people watch the replay if they have questions.
Yes.
Or anything that we can be of service, just let us know. And I've put all of your information in the original caption, so people can find your services if they feel called to work with you, or even just to find out more. I feel like you know, be curious, be explorative, meet with people, see if it's a good fit. And
please, that's through the Angelic Guidance Breakthrough Session link on my Calendly link. Yes. I'm open to meeting with you one-on-one, talking about how the angels can be supporting you in your life, and just share with you options for working with me, and we can see if it's a match. Absolutely. And I would love to support you, and that's complimentary.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rachel. I love you to pieces. Your energy
is
so pure and so full of love and light, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, everyone, have an amazing day, and we are signing off now.